Hello everyone, we Sonic the Hedgehog Gamer here and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Now then, there's still quite a few that we haven't seen yet. Gonna turn up the music a bit. And let's see, where were we? Bizarre and surreal. Oh yeah, that's right, we got library books. Holding the library books with one arm, I trawl my pocket for the key to the door. Sudden sound from behind startles me, making me nearly drop the books I'm carrying, or the key that I almost managed to get into the lock. Who is it? Turn around to see who is talking to me. It's Kenji. He seems to be in a friendly mood, although the light glinting off his glasses and the dark gives him a sinister look. It's just me. This makes him pause and lick his lips nervously. Who is me? I don't know anyone called me. Are you some new guy again? His voice suddenly strained and quick. Yes, but we've met before. Yesterday. I don't think so. I would remember someone who I met only yesterday. When was that? What day is it today? Tried to ignore him. Is he joking or what? Prove that we've met before. You live across the hall. You're Kenji. Kenji jumps back, his eyes filled with an unconfiding fear. How do you know my name? Damn it! This only means one of two things. Either we have met, and you're telling the truth, and I just can't remember it, or you are a spy! He pauses. A psychic spy! His eyes dart around me, trying to peek into my room, although it's hard to believe he can see anything through those thick glasses. His mood swung from friendly to maniac in less than a minute. I'm not psychic. How do I know that? I'm not a mind reader. Kenji points a finger in his face damningly. Unlike you! Stop that, man. We met yesterday. What's wrong with you? I live in this room. Lies! If you think you can pass here as Hisao because I'm legally blind, you are sorely mistaken. You don't even look like him. I mean, the resemblance is real slim. Maybe at a distance, but who do you think you're kidding? I don't even know what voice I'm doing for him anymore. I want to grab him by the shoulders and shake him, exasperated, rub my eyes and let out a heavy sigh. Stay here! Kenji comes closer, one careful step at a time. I stay still, lest he assault me physically, though I doubt he could do much damage even if he had tried. Oh wait, I see it now. Damn, it really is you. Sighing again, and then once again for good measure, I step backwards just in case. What's up, man? You don't look too good, I think. Something wrong? I don't know, just had something stupid happen to me. Few stupid things, actually, even if you discount this one. I can't get a proper touch on other people here. I have no idea if it's because of me or because of them. Don't know why I'm doing this to Kenji. It's not like we had any contact either. That's rough, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry for calling you a psychic spy and all, but you can never be too careful. Psychic spy? It's real hard. It's a real hard. It's the hard reality we live in. Why could I not say that? I'm slowly starting to think that Kenji isn't necessarily living in the same reality as the rest of us. You see, this is it. This world, there's no justice, you see? Even when I lose, I win. I don't lose the what the... Wait, what? Hold on, wait, what? No. How the hell? What the... What? 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 Oh! I can scroll past with the wheel! Oh, I didn't know that! I accidentally dropped my mouse! You see, this is how it works. This world, there's no justice, you see? I don't lose the lesson. What does that even mean? It doesn't matter! He dismisses it flatly with a wave of his hand. So, what happened? Why the long face? Do you have a long face? It's nothing. I just scared some girl off accidentally. Literally, too. She actually ran for me. It was my fault, I think. It was my fault, really, I think. I'm not sure. I'm really not used to all this yet. A girl? A cute one?
cute? That's a hard question. She had a nice body and really beautiful hair, but she was cute! Yeah, cute, I get. Hisao, I will fight you. And look at my guinea pigs while doing it. There's a fuzz in the box.
I knew it! There are a lot of cute girls here. A strange disproportionate amount. I believe this is one of the dark secrets of the school. I tried to warn ya, but did you listen?
I don't remember any such warning. Dark secrets?
Yes, dark secrets. Extremely dark, like a black hole. Have you noticed that the number of girls in the school is slightly but significantly higher than the number of boys? It's like 60 to 40!
He turns his head to the left and stares off into the distance at nothing.
Why is it like this? I mean, to the untrained eye, it doesn't appear to be that bad, but that's a full 20%. One would think that this school with such a huge pool of women would be a man's dream, but no! What am I about to tell you could blow your mind. Are you ready?
I don't know where this is going, but I think I won't be missing much by cutting out now. No, I'm not ready. I only get as far as turning the doorknob before Kenji starts talking again, showing that he doesn't really care if my mind is blown or not.
I believe that this school is a battleground. The site of a feminist infiltration. The disparity in the number of men to women is a clear sign of how far they have come. In case this Cold War turns hot, they will have superiority in numbers! Just another skirmish in the eternal war against the force of the feminists. They're everywhere. In Japan, women outnumber men. It's not a 60-40 split, but it's only a matter of time, man. Even in America, women are the majority by a hair. The building up the numbers in the past, the build-up of the military has always been the clear sign of imminent war. Japan is the first step. Our economy is badass, and the country itself is small and isolated, yet a huge part of the Pacific in terms of political value. The perfect target. They are so cunning, as expected of women. Soon, the day will come when...
Kenji's voice trails off ominously.
That is why you can't trust them. They will string you along and then kill you just as they killed me. You will end up just like me.
Oh, hell no! Can't stop myself from blurting it out.
Hey, what the hell does that mean?
You said it, not me. It's the best I can think of.
So, you're not supposed to say something like that? Damn, so rude. Where was I? Oh yeah, vast feminist conspiracy.
Stop it, stop. I lost you way back there somewhere. Somewhere around feminist infiltration.
Too hard to follow? It's cool. I have some grassy stuff in my room. And puppets. You like puppets?
No puppets.
You don't like puppets? Okay. Grass is still cool though, right?
He speaks energetically, responding almost before I'm done talking, moving his hands in an animate way as he continues to read on. This is too strange. I had him pegged as relatively normal, but it's clear that I was wrong.
Something on your mind, dude?
Just thinking about what it's like to be the last sane man in this insane world. Kenji frowns, looking deeply upset.
You mean that's you? That can't be, because I'm the last sane man in an insane world. That is my dream. You can't just steal a man's dream. What the hell? Those can't be two last sane man. It would be invalidated of the whole last part. And that part's kind of important. There can only be one. Like in that Ford movie where there could only be one. And in the end, there's only one dude left. Because that was the point.
Are you talking about Highlander? Can't understand this man. This man is too man for my man. I have never seen anyone talk so heatedly and defensively about absolutely nothing before.
Anyway, if you wait here, I can get my graphs. I also have a list of the other dark and complex conspiracies that the school holds as tangled as. Quick, finish my analogy for me. Be a pal.
I'm going to bed now. It's extremely late.
That doesn't sound like an analogy, but whatever. I like you. You seem like a cool dude. Most people don't understand what I'm talking about when I try to explain the vast feminist conspiracy to them. Denial is a terrible thing. Later.
He claps me on the back and then vanishes into his room so quickly and quietly it's like he didn't even open the door, but instead walks right through it like a ghost. I swapped between like 3 voices trying to do him, what the hell? I don't know if I can fully digest what just happened. So I just gave up and just go to my room, kicking off my shoes before falling face first into bed. It takes me some time to relax and get up so I can get started on homework. It's because the sheets are cool and comforting against my cheeks, and it feels good just lying there with my eyes closed. This school is some kind of bizarre and surreal island. It's isolated on top of a mountain, and each person is stranger than the last. I just can't seem to fit in. What irony, one would think that fitting in a place that's made for people who are unfit for anywhere else would be easy. Maybe I'm trying too hard. Though I say that, it doesn't help take off the edge. It doesn't help take the edge off, and the words are left echoing off the empty walls. I guess it's not as bad as I expected, though. This place really is more of a school and less a hospital pretending that it's a school than I thought it would be. Nothing else, the scenery is beautiful. I open one eye and see the school books and bottles of pills arranged side by side on my desktop. Maybe this place is too much like a normal school after all. New day. Guinea pig bridge. Let's see. Wrong button. Oh yeah, we definitely have more time. Okay. I feel very tired this morning, probably because yesterday itself was a very tiring day. On top of that, I woke up far earlier than necessary. I was saying hi to Shizune and Misha. I started doing the work as instructed from the board. It already looks like today is going to be heavy. I don't have a problem with that now, though. Shizune and Misha might jump on me trying to get an answer about whether or not I decide to join the student council, even if it's just one day. I want to put it past them to try, and I don't have an answer for them if they do, so the situation is convenient for me. About 10 minutes into class, Hanako walks in and takes a seat, but no one looks at her. The teacher doesn't even comment on her lateness. He does, however, stop us to say that we're going to break into groups again. Turn my head and see that Shizune and Misha are looking at me. Shizune gives me a smile that is equal parts cute and menacing. That smile says, "We have you now. There is no escape." Yeah? Hee-chan, it looks like we're together again. Yay! Misha leans sideways with Shizune pushes her desk closer to mine. There really is no escape now unless I were to jump through the window. Jumping out the window isn't the best option, sadly. Oh, that sounds fun. And there's Shizune being... well, herself. What's wrong, Hee-chan? Oh, Hee-chan, have you been thinking about what you said yesterday? You said that you would... be thinking about joining the student council, didn't you? I'm really messing over my words today. What the hell? It's okay, Hee-chan. We were talking about it after you left, and it would be rude to expect you to already have an answer for us this early, right? Right? Bad time to vote. I'm so happy that you two are able to have a laugh at my expense. And even more pleased to know that you both know how crazy the two of you can be. Now that that's over, Shizune snaps back into serious mode and smacks today's assignment with the back of her hand in an overly dramatic and important way. To be fair, she's mute. This is probably the only way she can do that besides sign language. Also, those two are closer than usual. When I actually look at this stuff, it's mostly just reading. In fact, there are only 2 problems. I almost want to say something about how her rush to get started seems a bit much, considering the small amount of work. In fact, Shizune probably knows how little there is and simply doesn't care. Yeah, it seems like the workload doesn't matter to her as much as the fact that there is work. The actual amount is unimportant. She approaches everything with the same level of ambition. While I'm reading this, I let my eyes wander around the room and catch Hanako trying her hand at solving the problems. Looks like she's working alone. Can't remember seeing her working with other people before. Think back to how shy she is, it's understandable. Hey, that girl over there... Huh? Who, Hee-chan? Her, Hanako, over there. Does she always work alone? I think so, Hee-chan. Do you feel sorry for her because she's alone? I was just thinking that maybe she could work with us or something. No, I don't think that'd be a good idea, Hee-chan. Why not? Shi-chan wouldn't get along with her. Why? Misha shuffles around the question, letting out a laughter that sounds very strange. It's nervous, but still that has that lifting up and down quality present in everything she has. Just because He-chan. By now, Shizuna has noticed our conversation, and it makes me realize again how Misha has been signing everything she has been saying this whole time. What, Shi-chan? The friend of my enemy is my enemy? That sounds so harsh, I'm not going to say that. You said it anyways. I know, He-chan, it's fine if you're over here. Wonder if this is Misha's way of keeping things fair, since without her, I wouldn't be able to understand a thing Shizuna is saying, and vice versa. Is that also why she signs all the time, so there's never a conversation Shizune will be left out of? Anyway, we should solve the problems now, He-chan. But I want to work with her. We finished with time to spare, and I decided to ask if there are any alternatives to the cafeteria, as frankly the food so far has been subpar. This sends Shizune and Misha arguing amongst themselves about their favorite restaurants. All of them downtown, so I don't think we have the time to go all the way there. What about the bill? Are they arguing just for the fun of it? Maybe. They seem so distracted by it that they don't even notice the start of an actual lunch break. I look over my shoulder towards the back of the classroom. She seems to be studying her notes from the previous class. It's an odd sight. Everyone else in the class is busying themselves with the lunch break. Socializing, gossiping, rearranging desks. The ones with actual boxed lunches mixed in and chattering like everyone else, only interrupted by short bouts of eating. But when I watch Hanako, it feels like I'm the only one who can see her. Almost as if she was invisible. Sort of hiding in plain sight. Is she being bullied? Is she isolating herself from the rest of the class on her own accord? I see her look over her shoulder towards the classroom's rear door. Come to think of it, she hasn't turned a page since I started watching her. I guess she's waiting for someone. What to do? I'ma talk! I still feel bad about... Okay. Well, fuck, I should have saved, because now I have to go through all of that again if I want to get back to this point. Feel bad for making her run away yesterday, so I better say something. Well, let's hope this doesn't go wrong. Hey there, Hanako? Hisao? Well, at least she remembers my name. Hey, I just wanted to apologize for yesterday. I didn't mean to startle you or anything. I'm just new here and thought I should get to know my classmates. As Hanako looks at me, I notice her scarring once more. Is she smiling? Oh! All of it! Her face... What happened to her? It's a little bewildering that you can barely notice it from across the room, but it's so noticeable from close up. That's okay. It was my fault. Nah, that wasn't anyone's fault. It just kind of happened. So, are you waiting for someone? I saw you looking at the door before. Yes, Lily. Oh, you mean Lily the blind girl? Hanako only nods in response. I can't help but wondering if defining people through their disabilities is a fox past of the worst kind or just normal here. Guess that explains why Lily took off after her yesterday. She seems like a nice girl. Are you two friends? Yes. As if hoping for Lily to appear, she checks over her shoulder again. I think I'm making her nervous again. I hope I'm not disturbing you right now. No, that's not it. It's just easier if Lily doesn't come here. Oh, because it's hard to get around the classroom? Not really. Hanako's gaze drifts past my shoulder and turns towards Shizune. She doesn't have beef with Hanako. Shizune has beef with Lily? Shizune? Hanako nods again. What about her? Don't they get along? Hanako shakes her head. Clearly this is something she doesn't want to talk about. It does make a strange sort of sense. Shizune and Lily not getting along. Well, it does make a strange sort of... Okay, yeah. Communication between the two would be all but impossible. It's hard enough talking to Shizune, though. Misha, even when you can see those hands are talking. Hanako is so focused on Shizune that I am the first to notice Lily at the door. Oh, she's here now. Hanako spins around to confirm this. Upon seeing Lily, she moves quickly to the door. Lily! Ah, Hanako. Good morning. Is the president here? Yes. Hanako glanced over her shoulder at Shizune again, as if to confirm that she can't hear them, even though that is impossible. I suppose we best be off then. Lily's sigh and tone of what seems like frustrations makes me raise an eyebrow. I guess there's some kind of enmity between the two. It's intriguing, but that's not something I ask about. I'm sure if they wanted me to know, they would tell me. It's only my 3rd day here. I should try to make friends, not finding out why people are enemies. Still, it's a little fun to find out this school has little feuds, just like my old high school. Even if people are more tolerant of others, they're still gonna get on each other's nerves. Hey Lily, how are things? I'm sorry I made you run off yesterday. Oh my, is that Hisao? I didn't realize you were here. Seems that Lily is a little embarrassed about being so frank in front of me. Sorry Lily, I thought you realized. No, it's alright Hanako. Hisao, please don't worry about yesterday. It was just a misunderstanding. If you say so, I'm still working this place out. Well then, I think you'll find most people here are a lot more forgiving than elsewhere. If you're feeling a little confused, don't be afraid to ask questions. Sure, I'll remember that. Lily? Lily gives a small nod of acknowledgement. I'm sorry, Hisao, but we must be off. Hanako really doesn't look all that comfortable here right now, and Lily still seems a little embarrassed. Wonder if my apologies really made an impact. Mind if I accompany you two? I know I'm kind of pushing it, but Lily hems quietly, still smiling. I'm sure we could accommodate you, can't we, Hanako? She looks at Lily, then at me, and then she freezes wide-eyed. Sure. Well then, shall we go? I'm sure Lily wouldn't do this so easily if she saw how scared Hanako looks, but it can't be helped now. Declining after the deal is sealed would only cause confusion and problems. So we leave, all 3 together. I'm abandoning my friends for the new ones! Lily walks beside the wall, letting her cane gently tap against it every now and then. Hanako comes along right beside her, so close that she is practically half-hugging her as they go. Although, it must make her walking that much harder. Lily takes it in stride. As we turn around the corner of the hallway, something hits me in the chest with the force of a steam train. Hanako shrieks a little and my vision briefly goes black. Oh no! Ouch. Hopefully this is not problematic. Opening my eyes, I see a pair of saucer-like green eyes looking at me. Oh, hello. They belong to the perpetrator, a short girl who bumped into me, has now fallen down onto the hallway floor. She wears a PE uniform and a very worried frown. The former strikes me as a rather strange thing to have on during a lunch break. More striking than that, though, is she doesn't have legs. Or she does, but they're not flesh and bone. Her pale and very much flesh and bone thighs ends in the shins, and feet made of some black metallic or plastic-like material. They look disturbingly artificial and unnatural. Almost makes me forget that my chest is hurting. Oh yeah, that's right, hot pains. Ow! The girl winces a little, rubs her nose and jumps up. Aw man, hey, are you alright? I'm sorry about that, really. I wasn't looking where I was going and I just came out of nowhere. Sorry. She looks really apologetic, in a hook puppy way of looking apologetic. I quickly forget about being angry or anything, since hook puppies are my weak spot. Aww. It's okay, don't worry about it. Ouch. Say that, but there's a stinging pain growing in my chest, and I know that is the biggest possible danger for my condition. Don't overexert yourself, don't forget your medication, most of all, don't get hit in the chest. Should have rubbed my solar plexus to chase the pain away, holding my breath in an attempt to hear my heartbeat. It seems normal. Hey, should I get a nurse? The worried, high-pitched voice of the girl snaps me out of it. I sat off for a few seconds dumbfounded until I realized that I probably looked worse off than I really was. Doubled over myself and looking all tense. Damn, I'm overly worried about my heart. No need, I'm fine. Managing to say something in response, pull myself upright, feeling my sore ribs one last time and take a deep breath. She just knocked the wind out of me. Big time, but it's nothing more than that. You sure you're okay? I hit you pretty hard. It's okay, I said I was fine, and nothing's broken. No harm done. That's good, Hisao, what happened? She's not quite up to speed for obvious reasons, but she sounds very worried. More than what the situation deserves, really. Someone just bumped into me. Nothing serious, just winded. Sorry, it's my fault. I was going to get some stuff and I was in a kind of a hurry. That someone here is Emmy, isn't it? The little girl coughs quietly and shuffles her plastic or metallic feet, looking down at them before saying anything. Hi, Lily, Hanako. I guess the girls know each other. Do please try to be more careful. You might be sturdy enough to endure those accidents, but there are people who aren't. The girl blushes and starts to fidget nervously like a little child caught misbehaving. So cute, I found myself smiling. I know that I was just... I gotta go! Teacher will have my head. I promised to help with printouts, but I went running instead. Sorry, but I gotta change and everything. Before any of us could say anything, Emmy has already bolted away, leaving the hallway eerily quiet. Does that kind of thing happen often around here? There are more rules in Yamako than usual for running in corridors. But that rarely stops Emmy, it seems. She shakes her head weakly and offers a slight composed smile. I don't think there's anything we can do to stop her, I'm afraid. Shall we be off then? Lily heads off along the hallway and Hanako hurries after her. The route to the room the two use for tea is fairly simple to retrace, being still fresh in my mind from yesterday. Lily and Hanako quickly go about the business of making lunch. Before I can even open my small bag of food, Lily busies herself with her thermos and tea bags, as Hanako is setting up both their lunchboxes. So, is this what you meant by coming here almost every day? Yes. Hanako and I usually have lunch here. It suits both of us, so we end up using this room regularly. After seeing Hanako's reaction to me over the past couple of days, I can understand why that is a boon. That and Lily being able to get some quiet away from her class as well. Take my seat last, after Lily's poured the tea for us, and sits down. Ah, this looks so cute. The more time I spend with these two girls, the more I think they are a perfect foil to Misha and Shizune. Even without a voice, Shizune is direct and brash, and Misha seems to get along with everyone. On the other hand, Lily is soft-spoken and relaxed, while Hanako seems to be the shyest girl I've ever met. So, how are you faring in Yamaku, Hisao? You seem a bit flustered before. Apart from getting lost every now and again, and being crash-tackled outside my classroom? Fine, I guess. You looked pretty hurt before. Are you really okay? For a brief moment, I considered telling Hanako and Lily about my condition, but then I hold it back. Can't tell why, but for some reason I feel uncomfortable talking about it to these relative strangers, even if they have been pretty friendly. I mean, yeah, that's actually a valid point. We haven't told anyone yet. And yet we know quite a few. Well, I mean, hold on, let's see. We know Lily's blind. We know Shizune's deaf. Have we actually been told about any of the others yet? I don't think we have yet. Yeah, it's nothing. I was just a bit startled. Judging from the two girls' expressions, I don't think they're buying it. But in what I assume is a way of respecting my privacy, they don't put... I forgot that I needed to go and stop this. I'm at like 30 minutes now. Oh well, after this one. Guess that is one of the unwritten rules around here. Don't ask. Even if people's conditions are obvious, like Hanako's, there's still bound to be a story involved. Everyone has things that they don't feel comfortable speaking about, and I think everyone here recognizes that. So, how long have you been at the school? You both seem to know your way around pretty well. Well, I've been here since the start of high school, but only moved into the dormitories a year ago. Hanako joined at the start of high school as well, and moved into the dormitories when she did, if memory serves me right. That's right, since high school. So you've known each other since then? Since I moved, yes. Hanako lives next door to me, so it's only natural, right? Right. Yeah, of course. Living next to someone is probably reason enough to befriend them, though I'm guessing that Lily's blindness played a part in that as well. Can't imagine Hanako easily making friends with someone who has to deliberately avoid looking at her scars. With the immediate conversation dried up, we started to eat our lunch. It wasn't long before the bells are signaling the end of the break. Like me, the girls pack up their lunches as efficiently as they set them out. I guess I better be off. Are you going with Hisao, Hanako? Hanako looks up at me, and for a second, I can see that she's considered skipping class. Maybe just to avoid walking to the classroom with me. Yes. I don't know what to think of it. Hanako really is dedicated to the point of breaking if looked at the wrong way. Makes me a bit nervous too, but I push the feeling aside, trying to be as natural as I can. We should hurry then. Class has already started by the sound of it. Lily gives a nod of farewell as she bends down to take her cane. Hanako and I fling out before her. We walk quietly down the empty halls to our respective classes. As we reach the door to Lily's 3-2 classroom, she turns towards me. Hisao, thank you for sharing lunch with us today. My pleasure, Lily. With that, we part ways, Lily entering her room and leaving Hanako and me to make our own. She's still looking like she wants to run away. So, do you really want to go back to class now? Yes. Okay then. I feel like I should say something more to her, but it's hard to come up with anything that would be appropriate and safe enough. Lily was right. The more time we spend out here, the more explaining we have to do. Open the rear door to the classroom and walk in. The teacher looks at me and opens his mouth to say something. However, as Hanako follows me and closes the door, he simply nods to us and continues his lecture. This is the third time that Hanako had a truancy practically ignored. There's definitely something going on here. Make our way to our seats, and I notice Misha and Shizune are both missing as well. One has some form of informal agreement with the staff, or if it's a perk afforded to unique students at the school. Trying to make a little disturbance as I can, I check the relevant textbooks from my bag and start catching up. Class goes on quietly. The teacher seems like an okay person despite the weird first impression I got. The material is relatively interesting. However, the way he teaches is really bizarre. It's as if he expects that everyone is a natural genius. And that's where I'm ending this. Frick, not skip, don't skip, don't skip! Okay, that's all for this time, because I kind of pushed it a bit with this video. We've got quite a bit of character, not customization. We got quite a bit of character progression. We seem to be on the routes of Lily and Hanako, which, yay. And of course, Emmy too, but I don't think I'm going to do her. That sounds wrong. But anyways, that's all for this time. This is Resonic the Jug Gamer, and I hope to see all you guys again next time. See you guys then.